Hi everyone. I'm just gonna give a recap for last week, ending on December 11, for the stock market. All three major indices were lower at the end of the week with some volatility and stalemate on the stimulus top. The Dow Jones Industrial Average ended 30,046.37 from Friday close at 30,046.37. That's actually 31,000. So that's some close to 31,000. And S&P at 3663.46, while the Nasdaq compensate at 12,377.87 from Friday, 12,464.23. The US dollar index ended at 90.972. Gold has advanced $2 and almost 18 cents to 1,839.76. Silver has slipped $0.03 to 23.93 Friday when the market closed. It closes below 20 movement average closing 44.28 with signal that short-term top has been posted. That is for the oils. The Senate passed a one-week stopgap funding package Friday to keep the government funded through December 18. Trump has threatened to veto the bill because it doesn't include repeal of Section 230 of the Communications Defensive Act that shields social media company from lawsuits over the content posted on the platform. So there was a discussion or during the antitrust talking about that whether whether Facebook is or Google are reliable, when they have the platform that, or Twitter, they're reliable for the content, whether, the people who upload and posted it to the platform and who made the decision decided that, these content are inappropriate, I should taking them down. So that was just that really major discussion of that, and Section 230 was covered that, and there was a concern about that. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell signaled that Republicans would be unwilling to back some part of $908 billion bipartisan stimulus package, including the $160 billion support for local and state governments, and that was part of the challenge of compromise. I personally think that politicians should not take this politically. The 12 million people were suffering, losing their jobs, and over 20,000 people have tested positive, and many of them are now hospitalized. The number one illness causing death now is COVID-19 rather than heart attack. So, however, there's light end of the tunnel, given that vaccine rollout in the U.S. should be today, which is actually Monday tomorrow. They're doing it now Sunday. In tech, chip stock closed down 1%, led by weaknesses in Qualcomm and Broadcom, which is the symbol AVGO, despite the later delivering quarter result that topped the estimate. BIGC and Sharp were a little weak, possibly due to the macroeconomic factors impacting e-commerce. For those who bought at 68.50, you will still make a good return. And for those who bought 76 at BIGC, I'm hopeful that the stock will be rebound soon and move to a higher gain as we are approaching Christmas. Walt Disney, symbol DIS, jumped 14% after upgraded its forecast on paid subscriber for its direct-to-consumer services. They revised their forecast to a stronger, and where their revenue coming from will be the future of streaming business. I mean, really, Disney kind of an advantage of that because they make their own video, as you know. So, I mean, that really attracting people which have a more competitive advantage than Netflix from that perspective. This week, XPEV has dropped approximately 10% because of new issues of stock in the value of 45. NIO joined Tesla and XPEV as well in taking advantage to its meteoric stock rise and announced a proposed offering. The Chinese-based EV company will sell 60 million shares to fund research and development initiatives. Well, normally what it is, they're trying to get more cash for their operation, so that's actually a positive thing for long term, but for the short term, depending on the offering of the prices, oftentimes the market will react unfavorably. And Underwriter of the offering, which include Morgan Stanley, will be granted a 30-day option to purchase an additional 9 million share potential, bringing total share offering to 69 million. Again, this may be an opportunity to buy NIO share. Many people were asking the price of NIO, what should be buy and where they're at and what is the future for that. I know there's other video. If you listen to other YouTubers, they are popular, like talking about NIO more than XPEV. I'm more a big fan of XPEV because the model of the car P7 was really, I really like a lot, which is, and also what they have an aspiration of the, of their vision is more similar to Tesla, the way they build the car. And so I actually like that one better. NIO, however, has a longer history and a bigger company, which is a bigger valuations, as well as on balance sheet they are bigger. So HYLM may take a little longer to climb back up to $20 level, which of course Friday they were down again 1730. So for Dow, industrial average first resistance is Wednesday high crossing 3319.7. Second resistance is known, but first support is 20 moving day average crossing 29,835.1. But our second support is November 12 low crossing 28,902.13. That just gives you some idea of what if Dow was going to slip because it dropped for 2 days and keep going down. I mean, what would be the next support point, right? And or you call resistance point, whatever you call it. So it will be probably down another few hundred points. So statistics and outside neutral to balance signal the sideways to lower price at possible lead term. So we got it may supporting the the strategies talking about that will be the overall market will be down 5 to 7% before end of year. Again, that's always people have two different aspects. One saying mail up, one saying mail down. So time is the best proof. We'll find out probably 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. We'll find out where we land at the end of December 2020, which is a very dramatic year with the pandemic and things were a little different. I had a friend actually told me that financial planner told her that the reinvestment return will be 85% this year. So no wonder when I talk to my friend and I'm suggesting my return, giving some stock 40% return, they're still not happy about it. And actually, that's exceptional unhealthy. You have that kind of mindset and thinking you can get more 50% return. Good luck to you next year if the market crash. You may lose them all, right? So that's why it's important to pick the right stock, understanding the market, and really either hedge or sell the portfolio to stock that you have in position that you're making money now, even though you have to pay some tax. I mean, I'm okay with tax. That means you're making money. And for Nasdaq, he closed it down below 20-day moving average, closing 12 to 30.7, and you really need to confirm and have more data to see if this will be supported or will continue to slip. For S&P 500, first resistance Wednesday high crossing at 3,712. Second resistance is known. First support is 20-day moving average of 3625.4. Second support will be 50-day moving average 3503. So what it means is there's also opportunity. Well, let's think about it. If the guy was saying that you will drop 7% and you do the math at where we're closing at, which is 3663, I mean, we're down about 170 points. That means 3,500 roughly. Then there will be the 50-day moving average points, right? So historical statistics show that when November is bullish, 70% of a chance will go higher. That means that 30% that actually will go lower. Well, for the last couple of days, haven't lose confidence that people will think it's just, makes sense that the average was so high that pull back a little bit. So we'll see. Like I said in my previous video, I'm not projecting the market up and down anymore because I'm pretty lousy at that. Instead, I'm giving you some stock that you should be, more interested and pay attention to, like XPEV, I talk about that one, and FLY, I talk about that one, CRM, Salesforce, I talk about that one, IIPR, and there's one more, MCD, McDonald. If you if you ever hit below 200. And I think Nike is also a good one, except Nike is way too expensive, $135. I just won't recommend it to anybody. The way I look at this is when you look at stock, you have fundamental, you look technical, you have historical analysis, you have news and everything put together, and you, as an investor, I will evaluate the potential of whether it's going up higher or the risk of going actually drop and and correct, get a correction, whichever is bigger. Then you make a decision whether you go with it or not. And also again, in these days, investor, I wasn't even happy with 10 or 15% return anymore. So it's getting myself more and more difficult to recommending stocks, because historically, if people get 10%, 15% a year, they should be happy. Now they, with the market so crazy going on, people expect to get 10% in 1 week. So I just want the investor to be very mindful about that kind of mindset. It's very unhealthy and unrealistic. At the same time, as previously communicated, strategy, again, they predict 5 to 7% before end of year, and then three strategies, then they have the other way around, saying the market will go 10% higher before end of the year. So we will see. There's quite a number of uncertainty at the market at this point, whether vaccine will be, whether vaccine will start in the US, and how many people, whether people with negative reaction after injection, right? Second piece will be, well, stimulus talk. Well, you expanded for a week for state to continue operating. But again, I want you to bear in mind that don't take these two together, pandemic and state run out of money together. State have been running out of money in the past. You look at it, I don't know if last year did or not, but push a year before and the year before happened. And also every once in a while. So I think that is really the fundamental question for Americans, for investors to challenge and question. How in the world can do that? One thing I can't understand, an example is California is the one asking for help and our money. Well, there's a lot of high-tech company in California, which means they have a lot of high revenues. So how does they actually spend money that they're running out of money? I am not living in California, so I can't answer that question. Nor I'm interested in analyzing that, because that doesn't help me to get anything. Government not going to give me a job and not going to tell me I'm an advisor. So I let the economists, I let Powell to figure it out. If you like my video, please subscribe or give me a thumbs up and follow me. Have a great, awesome weekend, and hopefully Monday, despite the market go down, you will still make money because you pick the right stocks. Happy Sunday.